Bengal into two equal parts. Little that he knew that the very next day people are going to stand in lines protesting against below. Hindus and Muslims tying Rakis in their hands protesting against the government. The protest ended for more than 5 years, and you know what was the result, ladies and gentlemen? In 1911, the government had to take the decision back of partition of Bengal. A very fanatic morning to all of you present here, and this is a wonderful example that when a nation is in communal harmony and believes in unity and diversity, then no matter how despotic or idiotic the opposition and dictator is, democracy will perish. A very fanatic morning to all of you present here. Today, before I advance the topic, it's very important that we understand what kind of nation do we live in today, the biggest democracy in the entire world, India. The country where every 8 kilometers you go, that waste of water changes India. The country where we speak more than 5,100 dialects every day. The country where you will find that most expensive homes in the entire world, and Bombay, and also the most densely populated slum, the Bollywood slums in the same country. And when you have that kind of diversity, there are interventions. Interventions which are political, social, economical, and cultural. And what that leads to a state of chaos. Chaos like, who is right? Is it the majority or the minority? Do as Hindus we celebrate the win of Rana Pratap in the war of Haldigati, or should it be Muslims celebrating the win of Akbar the Great? But reality is, gentlemen, that nobody should, because there was just kings and not religious leaders. You know, in the war of Haldigati, Akbar and Rana Pratap in both sides, the chief commander of Rana Pratap was a Muslim. On the other side, when we see Akbar himself is not in the war, but instead there is a Raja Man Singh from his side. It proves that it has never been a fight of religions, but always a fight of politics. We talk about Muhammad Ghori coming to India and destroying Somnath temple, but did you know that when he came to India, he also destroyed a mosque in Lahore because he was told that there are a lot of coins engraved into that mosque. All these facts articulate to all of us standing here today that, gentlemen, whether you are a Hindu or Muslim, whether you are a Dalit or Brahmin, whether you are a Sharif Muslim or a Muslim from Pakistan, whether you are a Buddhist or Rohingya in Myanmar, whether you are a Buddhist or a Tamilian Brahmin in Sri Lanka, all these politicians have been manipulating to you for years, and now it's the time to focus on issues that affect each one of us in equally important manner, issues like education, healthcare, development. And how is that going to happen? It's not going to happen until we understand what this nation is. India, the biggest democracy, also the nation where every 3 minutes a girl is sexually molested. A nation where, as men, we can buy cigarettes in open markets, and cigarette is something that can lead to cancer. But as a woman, when you go out there to buy sanitary pads, you have to hide it in black polythene. This is the reality of this nation, gentlemen. And then we talk about the most important facts around this issue, the role of British. You know, India has a rich culture of being a secular country. Even before it was enshrined in the constitution, the English came and gave the policy of divide and rule, separate electorate for Muslims, and also inducing caste and religion as an important measure for counting sense of a nation, and that has been affecting the country in the past, in the present, and if we don't change the situation, it's going to affect the country in the coming future. And that is why today I believe that when our nation is communal harmony, when our nation believes in the idea of unity and diversity, when in this nation a woman is not afraid to walk on the street irrespective of what time it is, in this nation where a Dalit is not forced to carry human heads on his head in the villages, in this nation where a girl is not judged by the color of clothes she is wearing but the character she is embraces, that for me is a communal free India and a nation with integration. As Dr. Kalam used to say, that great nations are not made by those who are handsome, but by those who can give their hands to some who require that. Thank you very much.